there was a general complaint of voter apathy, and you just confirmed that now. What do you think was responsible for that?
People are beginning to ask those fundamental questions. What exactly do these people do for me? So it goes back to the role of the local government. What do they do for me? So once people are beginning to ask those kind of questions and they can't get reasonable answers to it, those are part of the things that lead to serious apathy. Then for a lot of people, they've also not shown interest in the candidate. So the issue is, who are the candidates I'm going to go vote for if I go there? I don't know them. They didn't come to my doorstep. There wasn't a robust campaign. I had no engagement or connection with them.
I want to talk to you about the role of LASIEC, the State Electoral Independent Electoral Commission, their own role leading up to the election. Do you think they did enough in terms of sensitizing people, in terms of educating electorate, in terms of creating the awareness around the election, the last election?
I would think no. They didn't do enough. Of course, there were the last-minute statement issued by the chairman, Justice Phillips.
Justice Phillips, yeah.
You know, a few other things. But those were too close to the election, and that is not when the engagement happens. You know, so people were already detached. They were disconnected from what the whole thing that was going on.
Right.
We need to begin to rebuild the energy at that level for people to want to even participate in the first instance. Left to the politicians, they may actually love it that the people are not coming out.
Ah.
Oh, yes. Especially the ruling party in a particular state, under the circumstances that we are right now, in which parties, the ruling parties, simply take all the seats, apart from Kaduna State. It's something you must give to El Rufai or the electorate of Kaduna State. Yeah, so you have significant seats being taken by PDP in that state. Maybe 6 or something there about out of 23, or 6 or 7 were taken by PDP.
Yeah.
While you have APC taking the rest in an APC state. It was a slightly different thing in Kaduna, you know, but not in all the other places.
So this could have been deliberate.
They're not creating the necessary level of awareness.
Yeah.
From the politician's angle, yes, it could be. If I know I'm the ruling party, and I can... because the more people get aware, the more they come out, the more the result could be influenced. When they come out and vote for your opposition or for a relatively unknown candidate, because Lagos State, to be honest, had a few candidates that were had a good profile. And some of these good profile candidates were not even in the ruling parties. I mean, I'm not saying the ruling party does not have did not have a good candidate. I'm just saying some of those guys who could give the ruling party a run for their money were in this other little parties. You know, so if people don't come out, then it works in the favor of the ruling party, because the ruling party will ensure that some of his own people that normally vote, they will go out. Some market women.
You mentioned something earlier that people didn't come up perhaps because they feel that nothing is going to change. Staying away, will it change anything?
No. You see, not participating in the process because I think, they already know the winners. Our votes will not count. Is actually a message being sold to the voters by the politicians, because they don't even want you to show up in the first instance.
How do we begin to have some social re-engineering in terms of our approach, our outlook towards effecting a change?
Yes. The recognized and established way to change government in a democracy remains the voting process, the electoral process.
True that.
And it is important that Nigerians know that you can do all sort of social media campaign and grandstanding, but there are no votes on social media as at today. You can even protest. Protest has not been known to be the established way of delivering change of government in a democracy. It's also not good to particularize what is going on to Lagos State. It is not only Lagos State that the ruling party wins all the local government to.
Exactly.
Whether it is in PDP's Enugu or in APGA's Anambra, the story is exactly the same. So that should tell us that it's a systemic problem and it is not a problem of an individual or a party. So we go to the root. If you're going to fix it, we go to the root and fix it from the root. And the root is not APC, PDP, or neither is it those individual, either godfathers or individual politicians.